Oil companies are becoming increasingly vigilant about preventing oil spills and being ready to act quickly to minimise damage and disruption should an incident occur. Oil Spill Response Limited is the largest industry-funded cooperative that responds to global oil spills, and their readiness and preparedness work is ensuring that oil companies are able to respond quickly in the event of an incident. Sharon Thomas has more.
Oil spills can be devastating, both to human life and marine life. The impact may be felt for generations. Oil Spill Response Limited, or OSRL, is an industry-funded company which responds to spills right across the globe. It's the largest organisation of its kind.
Well, obviously oil spills are very damaging to the environment, and what Oil Spill Response does is get there as quickly as possible to mitigate the worst impacts and ensure that it's done in the right way so that the environment can fully recover from that oil spill in the best possible way. And to do that, we help people prepare for it in advance by writing plans, exercising, training people and providing experts, and these things are exercised on a regular basis so that if it happens, we can respond.
OSRL helps oil companies respond to spills from its bases around the world. It's always ready to respond with world-class resources, anytime, anywhere. This fence boom is a standard but essential piece of response equipment. It's foam-filled, quick to deploy anywhere in the world, and this one is particularly used in calm waters, such as ports and harbours, to contain a spill and to deflect oil from sensitive areas. As well as having a multi-million-pound stockpile of equipment for response, the company also hires out kit for weeks, days, even years, with maintenance and professional training on how to deploy being an integral part of the service.
Today, we're going to be focusing on our shoreline cleanup.
OSRL trains people from industry bodies, governments and the oil companies themselves. A variety of training courses are available for all levels of expertise that could be required in a response.
So this is your framework. You have your 15 response capabilities.
The company was set up in 1985, and specialist staff have an in-depth practical experience of responding to real incidents, all of which serves to mitigate the potential damage a spill can cause. Planning is paramount.
To have an effective response, to be able to minimize an impact from oil spill, means you need to identify your risks. So you do your planning scenarios, you'll be able to identify where the oil spill could impact, what response techniques, what resources you need to have in place, and this whole process will enable you to do a quick response.
After the Macondo incident in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010, the oil industry collaborated to design and manufacture equipment to respond to a well control incident. Since then, OSRL holds this equipment on behalf of the industry, ready to mobilise in response to a major subsea incident.
It's absolutely imperative that we all work together. Now we have equipment that's pre-designed, pre-manufactured and in place in a response-ready state. It really does reduce the response time, which in turn minimises the environmental impact.
Do you know when exactly the release happened, and is it still ongoing?
OSRL's Emergency Operations Centre is on call 24/7. All spills are coordinated from here, mobilising equipment and specialist personnel.
Once a client has contacted us and reached for our expertise, this room becomes the nerve center of all our operations. This is where we gather our personnel and our experts to start assessing the situation, identifying equipment and personnel to ship worldwide and respond in field.
Oil Spill Response, preparedness for combating spills and mitigating environmental impact.
You need the fire brigade, you need the ambulance service. Oil Spill Response is the same kind of thing for oil spills.